Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading for serious tarot people. This is not like 99% of the other tarot readings that you're going to see on the internet. I'm not here to make you happy. I'm not here to fix your problems. I'm not here to solve your issues. I am here to talk about the energy in the cards for today, for right now. 5 cards. No distractions. All you are going to see on your screen is what you got right there. 5 cards. Okay, that's it. Most people close their eyes and begin to kind of get into a meditative state. My job is to inspire you because tarot, as opposed to what you've been told, is not about predicting. It is about potential. Here's the energy. Okay? This is what's available. Does it hit you or not? In every reading, we probably go, let's say we have 100 people. 10 or 20 people kind of gravitate. Some more than others, but no more than 20%. And usually closer to 15 or 10. That's fine. There is no one reading that covers the 8 billion people on the planet. There is no such thing. A very tiny, tiny, tiny portion, because we are all part of this jigsaw puzzle called life. And all the parts and pieces are different. So if it doesn't catch with you, it could be the meme, could be the reading, something I say in the reading. If it doesn't catch with you, that's okay. We got tomorrow, we got next week, next month. Something is going to catch. You'll be that 10 to 20%. When you have something resonate, even if it's small, go with it. If it hits you between the eyes, if it really moves you, run. The door's open, go for it. But this is what I call reality tarot. It's based on what's going on in your world today, not some fantasy kind of, well, we're going to have fairies and we're going to have dragons and we're going to get out of here. This is all about you, because that's what manifesting is all about. It is the most important, powerful gift that any human being can possess. It is your imagination, and that's why it's being taken away from you. All kinds of distractions. We got wars, we got pandemics, we got all kinds of arguments, we got all that stuff. All that's meant to distract you, so that the puppet masters can do what they want to do to control the world. And man, they're making progress. More and more people are beginning to pay attention. More and more people are becoming conscious. And that's why they're turning up the heat. And you want to see heat, wait for the rest of this year in 2025. If I were you, I would advise me not to sit down, because your ass is going to hurt like hell when they're done with you. Unless you know how to manifest and put up some kind of armor. So that's why we do what we do. It's not playing games. 5 cards, the frequency. Does it resonate? If it does at all, play with it. See what you can do with it. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry. There's tomorrow. So let's begin. Middle card. It's the Oracle card. It's mending. Something that we don't do these days. We live in a throwaway society. We've been conditioned to do that. Why fix it? We'll buy another one. Well, what that does is, number one, cheapen everything. There's no value. We can throw it away. Also, what it does is keep you in debt. Now we're talking. And in the end, you value nothing, no one. Human beings become things. Human things, not human beings. So, what we're looking at is mending. I call it soul knitting. Like knitting, putting things together. We don't want to just throw it away. We don't want to be disposable. We want to mend, take what we have and make it whole again. The meme for today comes from the Greek philosopher Epicurus. He says, he who is not satisfied with little is satisfied with nothing. Doesn't mean that you settle for less. It means that you have a true, solid, dependable value system. You don't chase the things that they jiggle in front of your eyes. Oh, a new car, a new house, new clothes, new this, new that, new that. That's all garbage. That's why it's disposable. It doesn't mean anything. You want true value. It's like friends. If you have more than 5 friends, one hand, hold up, 5 fingers. If you have more than 5 friends, you don't have more than 5 friends. Friendship is a very special gift. And so Epicurus says, he who is not satisfied with little is satisfied with nothing. Satisfaction is an internal job. And we are in the position right now, the energy is mending. The numbers up in the upper right-hand corner are 5 and 2. 5 means change, 2 makes a decision. 5 and 2 together is 7. There's something intellectual or spiritual, something going on behind the scenes. You are literally soul knitting your soul, repairing. Let's get to the reading. All the way to the left, 8 of Swords. It's one of the most interesting cards in the tarot, because here you have somebody who, well, if you just look at the card real quickly, she's trapped. Yeah, she's in prison. And yet the fact of the matter is if you look very carefully, she's not trapped at all. At all. She is the one who is holding herself back. She lacks direction. She feels trapped, powerless. And yet, you don't see the swords around her. They are not preventing her from just walking forward. All she has to do is start to unwrap the stuff that's around her arms, her body. That'll free up her hands so she can take off the blindfold. But no, her beliefs, which are the swords. Swords are ideas. The beliefs that she's been brought up with, the beliefs that she's been inculcated with, are what's holding her back. This is all a head game. That's all it is. She's playing a head game to herself. She feels restricted because her belief system, her value system is all screwed up. She needs something now, new. You know that. That's what the next card's all about. It is the Knight of Swords. Again, swords being thoughts, ideas. But this is in reverse. So it means this gal, who is only imprisoned by her own lies, is beginning to understand, I got to change my thinking. I got to do it differently. I cannot stay the same because my life is evaporating, and I'm the one doing it. So it means it's time to move, and we go to the 6 of Swords. You notice the first 3 cards here are all swords. It has to do with your thinking, your thoughts, your ideas, what you've been programmed with, what you've accepted as true. That's probably one of the most difficult things for people in this time period. Understanding that you've been lied to, that virtually everything that you've been taught as a child till now has been a lie. All of it. And part of you knows that. That's the Knight of Swords in reverse. You know that you've been lied to, but your ego won't let you accept it. Mark Twain said, it's easier to fool somebody than it is to tell them they were fooled. Ego. I know. You don't know shit. And you know that you don't know, but you won't admit it. Time to move. Take what you do know to be true and make the journey. Free yourself. That's what the 6 of Swords is all about. Get the hell out of Dodge. Here we have this 8 of Swords who's being trapped by her own bullshit, realizing with the Knight of Swords, I got to change my thinking, and finally getting off their ass and moving. Taking what you know is true. Don't just accept it because they tell you. Examine. That's why they told you during the pandemic, don't research. They didn't want you to investigate. They didn't want you to think for yourself. They wanted to tell you what to think and feel, how to act. And a lot of people did it, dummies. Bet you they're sorry about that now. The final card is the Page of Wands. Pages always change the storyline. You're headed in one direction and then boom, something comes up and you go, wow, I'm going to go in this direction instead. And the Page of Wands says, hey, how about a little enthusiasm in your life? How about a little gratitude in your life? How about a little high energy? Will that make your life a little bit better? I think it will. I do. That's what we're called to do. We're called to step toward possibility. That means mending, fixing what's broken. And that's the equivalent of soul knitting. Knitting like you used to do socks. Your grandma, great grandma used to knit socks rather than throw them away. That's what you do with your life. Rather than throw it away, knit it. Put the pieces together. Make it whole again. Make something new out of something that you already have. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another manifested tarot reading. Between now and the next time we do this together, peace and blessings.